Hello, my name is Candy Williams, and I am the State Director of AARP Alabama. I want to welcome you to Plant Based Cooking. And we are excited today to have with us Chef Kimberly McNair. And Chef Kim, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Glad to be here.
What are we cooking today?
We are making sweet potato waffles with chicken fried mushrooms.
Oh, that sounds so yummy. I'm excited about this. And just a reminder about AARP Alabama, we empower people to choose how they age, how they live as they age. AARP is a nonprofit, nonpartisan 501c4 organization that has over 400,000 members in Alabama. And our role is to advocate for those 50 up and their families. So today, I am excited about this. When I saw the recipe, my mouth started kind of watering, and so I'm just going to turn it over straight to you.
Awesome, awesome. So we've got a lot of little components to this, and so we're going to start with our flax egg. So we just take some flaxseed meal and some hot water, and just sort of whisk it together or stir it together with a fork, and then you're going to leave it alone for about 10 minutes or so. I like to do it and kind of stick it in the fridge or stick it in the freezer for a little bit. And then when I'm ready, it has the consistency of a beaten egg. I'm going to turn my phone off. My apologies. All right. And so now, next, we're going to go with our sweet potato. So I had some sweet potatoes. The way I came up with this, I had some sweet potatoes. I like to sort of batch cook so I don't have to cook all the time. And I roasted some sweet potatoes. And after, a couple of meals of that, you're like, okay, I'm good. But I still had several left, about 2 or 3 sweet potatoes left. And I said, I don't want to throw that away. Why don't I make sweet potato waffles? So this was born out of that. Because, food costs too much these days to be thrown away. So what I've done is I've taken the sweet potato out of the jacket and peeled off any little bad looking parts. And I'm just smashing it. Now, you can do the sweet potato another way. You can, microwave it if you use a microwave, or you can boil it or what have you. But when you roast your sweet potatoes, it gets sweeter actually. The natural sugars inside it come out even more. So after you have kind of mashed this up with a fork and beaten it till it's smooth, you can then go and add your oil to it. So I've got some avocado oil here. All right, add that there. And just kind of stir that in. Deal with all of our wet ingredients. Okay. And I already have, I'm going to plug my waffle iron in here while I think about it. Okay, so I already have my oat milk or my vegan buttermilk made here and measured out. And that just consists of oat milk or any plant milk you want to use and apple cider vinegar. So, all right. Open that up. And then we're going to put a little bit of vanilla, pure vanilla in here. And just going to set that aside, okay? All right. Okay. Now we're going to move on to our dry ingredients. And I'm just going to set this here a little bit, y'all. And I'm going to incorporate all of that in there together a little bit, but we'll just let that sit there for now. So we've got sprouted, and I've made this about this will be third time now. So third time's a charm. I made it with regular AP, and they were just really too dense. So what I've done is I've also made it with sprouted spelt flour, which is what I have here. And I mixed it with pastry flour. but I'm just going for all spelt today, okay? So we're gonna put that in, all right? Then we're gonna add our salt. Okay. And we're gonna add some cinnamon because that goes nicely with the flavors of sweet potato. And we're gonna add our sweetener. Now, if you want to add maple syrup instead of like a raw cane sugar, you can definitely do that. Of course, you wouldn't put that in the sifter, but you can add the sweetener, like maybe you could add it to the sweet potatoes, okay? All right. So sifting, if you don't have a sifter, even if you can use a colander or a strainer, but sifting just helps to make them lighter, whatever you're making lighter. So we've got all of our ingredients in here, sifting them down into this bowl, okay? All right, and that's it. Easy peasy. All right. So already our eggs are tightening up, our flax eggs. Okay. So I'm gonna bring some things over here. This is our sweet potato. Move some things around that we mashed. So I'm gonna add our wet ingredients to that. So we've got our vegan buttermilk here. Okay. And I'm gonna add our flax egg. It's already ready. And if you don't want to use the flax egg, you can use baking soda and add that to your dry mix. But like I said, I've done it with that, and it just really made it too puffy to me, too dense. So, but you try it and see. So just working, trying to get all the lumps out here. And then we're gonna go and combine the wet with the dry. So I've got my whisk here. And I've got our sifted flour concoction. And we're just gonna add this in. Quickly. Get all those good bits in here. All right. And then just kind of whisk this together. And just to combine. And if you feel like your batter is too loose, you can add a little more of your plant-based milk. But you just want to watch that because you don't want your waffles to be soggy, even after the outside's crispy. Okay. Set that aside. Make sure our waffle iron is hot and ready to go. Okay. So we've got our batter ready. When it gets ready, I'm just going to peek in on it. It's about ready. I'm going to spray it with a little avocado oil spray. Okay. And our oil is getting a little hot here. I'm going to just see if we're there yet. A little water, old school. Okay. All right, it got there on a low temp, so we're good to go, y'all. So I'm gonna go ahead and get our waffle going in here. I'm gonna do about half of this. I'm just gonna do it in the center And I'm just going to tell you, this is probably not going to be a pretty waffle because I'm not doing the whole area of the waffle iron. And this is a pretty big one. If you've got a smaller one, you certainly can use that. All right. I'll put this over here for when it comes out. And it tends to take a little bit longer, I've noticed, with these than a regular waffle. So here we've got, turn this up a little bit. Here we have our vegan buttermilk again. And pardon, it's a little loud, you guys. And we've got some oyster mushrooms, all different kinds that I got from the farmer's market. And then if you can go ahead and make your dry batter, if you will. This is just your regular AP flour, some granulated garlic, sea salt, and cayenne pepper. So I'm going to tear these. I'm not really going to cut them, but I'm going to want to kind of leave them together. They're very delicate, oyster mushrooms are. So I'm just going to put a few different varieties in here and have them soak up some of this vegan buttermilk. And this waffle smells incredible, you know. And just getting all of those parts wet. Okay. Put this out of the way a little bit. And then once we get those completely saturated and covered with water, we're going to go in and put it in our dry batter. And you can use a paper sack bag if you've got it. You can use a bowl and a colander to put these in to shake the flour off. Whatever is convenient for you. I like to use a bag because when I am done, I can just zip it up and put it in the freezer and use it the next time. So it's convenient. Just toss this in. And once it's fully coated, just add it to, add my mushrooms to the oil. Start with one, see how we go. Get in there quick, it's hot. And we'll do one at a time. I'm just having a field day right now. You already want to have your lined paper ready on plate. Just fry that up real quick so it's beautiful and golden. It doesn't take long at all. See how pretty that is? That was quick. And I've only got this on 320, which is strange. But I'm going to add a few more pieces in. Let's fry those up real quick. And I'm going to check on our waffle, saying it's ready. Just want to peek at it because it can stick, and it's still sticking. So we'll let it do its thing. And I don't know if that's just because the sweet potato kind of makes it really dense. It seems to take a little bit longer. These mushrooms are beautiful, golden brown. All right, we'll get some more gloves and do a few more. And if you're gluten-free, you can definitely use a gluten-free flour on this instead. If you don't want to deep fry it, you can air fry it. There's many options that you can use to get a crispy mushroom. And you can also start it like this and then finish it in the oven. But these aren't really, really thick. But if you go with some different mushrooms, you can, like a trumpet mushroom, which is really thick, you can do it that way. But you can use maitake, enoki, whatever kind of mushrooms you like. We'll do a few more mushrooms. Like I said, some of these are really delicate. I think I do have an oyster mushroom here. I mean a trumpet, orchard trumpet. And it's real fully like a piece of chicken. All right, just make sure it's fully immersed in that vegan buttermilk. Put it in our dry ingredients here. Okay. And check on our waffles if you don't want to burn it. Okay, that's nice. So it's just a little odd round shape, but which is perfectly fine. And it's going to be a little orangey brown, a little different. Shake these up. I'm going to probably go ahead and plate since we've got some of the mushrooms ready. I can fry these after. Okay. All right. So to these mushrooms, we're going to add, to the waffles, we're going to add a little bit of our vegan butter to it. You got to have butter. Right. And I'm going to add some of our mushrooms on the side. A couple pieces. And everything's kind of blended in together today. And then we also have some maple syrup here to go along with it. And I'm going to do a couple of pieces of some crumbled up pecans. If you want to candy them, you can certainly do that. It's just a great taste to go along with the sweet potatoes. And there you have it. Really quick and easy. Like I said, if it's something you have in your fridge already with the sweet potato, you can just use them and turn it into batter. And there you have it.
Chef Kim, I wish I were in that kitchen with you. It looks so good. I bet it smells crazy in there.
It smells good.
It smells good. Well, we want to thank you so much for sharing your time and talents with us today. And if you registered for this class, please remember to fill out your survey. We want to know your opinion and we want to hear from you. And so make sure to look forward to our next cooking classes coming up in December. And if you have any questions, please post them in the comments. Chef Kim, thank you for your help today.
Thanks for having me. My pleasure.